Hey, Christian Sex Ed, it's Dane Frager, founder and author of #1 best-selling book, Christian Sex Ed. And today I'm going to be answering the question, should Christians practice astrology? The obvious answer is no, but today I'm going to be breaking down astrology, horoscopes, zodiac, and then I'm going to give you some reasons as to why Christians should not practice astrology. And as we dive into that, I want to first let you know that over 30% of Americans believe in astrology. Yeah, 30%. So 3 out of every 10 people believe that astrology is real. Now let's give you a quick definition on what astrology is. Astrology is the study of the influence that distant cosmic objects, usually stars and planets, have on human lives. The position of the sun, stars, moons, and planets at the time of someone's birth is said to shape their personality, affect their romantic relationships, and predict their economic fortunes, among other divinations. According to astrology, the sign you were born under impacts your destiny. Wow, that's a pretty heavy definition. Now let's read you what a horoscope is defined as. A horoscope is an astrological chart or diagram representing the positions of the sun, moon, planets, astrological aspects, and sensitive angles at the time of an event, such as the moment of a person's birth. A horoscope is used to provide information about the present and to predict events to come. They serve as guides for people on how they should act or behave. To some degree, it also serves to foretell some parts of one's future. So basically, you have people that are going to be checking these daily horoscopes because they believe that it's going to give them insight on what that day may hold. Now let's break down the zodiac. The zodiac is divided into 12 signs, each occupying 30 degrees of the celestial longitude and roughly corresponding to the constellations, Aries, Taurus, Gemini, etc. A zodiac refers to the cosmic positions at the time of your birth. There's a zodiac sign for every planet. Now let's put this all together, and then I'm going to tell you what exactly an astrologer does. So basically, astrology is the ancient belief that a person's destiny can be found in the pattern of the stars and planets at the time of one's birth. The horoscope is the chart that attempts to describe that destiny, and the astrologers prepare the horoscope by computing the positions of the planets, their relationship to each other, and to zodiac signs, based on influences such as time and place that the object was born. So basically, how this all works is you have an astrologer who has people come to him because they're seeking guidance in areas of their romance and finance, employment, or maybe they're stressed out. Basically, these people are going to astrologers because they need answers for life. And then the astrologer does this. They prepare and analyze horoscopes to advise the client about future incidents. They prepare these horoscopes by computing the positions of the planet, their relationship to each other, and zodiac signs based on influences such as time and place the subject was born. And guess what? If these astrologers are giving good advice or their clients find them to be helpful, they can easily build up their client base and make a lot of money as a professional astrologer. Now let's talk about why Christians should not practice, or really anyone should not practice astrology. The first reason is because there's absolutely no scientific validity to astrology. That's right. 10 out of 10 space scientists are going to tell you that astrology is not real, and that the sun, the stars, and the moons have no way of impacting a person's life or predicting events that are going to happen in their life. And to take it even up a notch, there's an ex-astrologer who said that in her 8 years of professionally practicing astrology, she has never seen any single person fit every description of their zodiac sign. And real quick, zodiac signs are used to describe aspects of the human nature. But guess what? You're going to relate to something in every single sign. And the problem here is that people get so caught up in what does fit them that they can't actually see what does not fit them. And they can't see the errors in astrology because they have filtered everything in their life through their sign. And even if something in their zodiac sign does not fit them, guess what? They're going to make it fit them. And the second reason why Christians should not practice astrology is because astrology is contrary to God. As we see in the Bible, God created the stars, the sun, the moon, and these were meant for signs and for seasons and to declare his handiwork and to show his glory. They were not meant to be used for interpreting someone's life or for fortune telling. If you remember in the book of Daniel, King Nebuchadnezzar sought astrologers to interpret the dream. And this is what the astrologers said to Nebuchadnezzar. There is not a man on earth who can do what the king asked. No king, however great and mighty, has ever asked such a thing of any magician or enchanter or astrologer. So in other words, the astrologers were powerless and put to shame, and the person who could actually interpret the dream was Daniel through the power of God. So these astrologers were powerless and put to shame. Then Isaiah 47:12 says this, "Keep on then with your magic spells and with your many sorceries, which you have labored at since childhood. Perhaps you will succeed. Perhaps you will cause terror. All the counsel you have received has only worn you out. Let your astrologers come forward, those stargazers who make predictions month by month. Let them save you from what is coming upon you. Surely they will all stumble. The fire will burn them up. They cannot even save themselves from the power of the flame." And then Jeremiah 8:2 says this, "They will be exposed to the sun and the moon and all the stars of heaven, which they have loved and served, which they have followed and consulted and worshipped." That's in reference to astrologers. The Bible is against astrology like this because there's divination in astrology, which God obviously forbids. Let's read Deuteronomy chapter 18, verse 10. It says this, "There shall not be found among you anyone who burns his son or his daughter as an offering, anyone who practices divination or tells fortune or interprets omens or a sorcerer or a charmer or a medium, or one who inquires of the dead, for whoever does these things is an abomination to the Lord." So in other words, people should not be divining into their future with astrology and horoscopes. If you do so, it's an abomination to the Lord. God does not approve of astrology at all. And what makes astrology even deeper and more demonic is that what some people don't realize is happening during these reading sessions is that you have astrologers in there that are actually working with demons. Yes, astrologers will call them spirit guides. What spirit guides are is demons. These demons relay information to the astrologer, who then relays the information to you. So what's happening is the astrologer's reading something to you, and they may say, "Oh, I see a book." And you're going to be like, "You know what? That's right. I like to write. I'm planning on writing a book." And you're going to be amazed. And now you're going to follow this astrologer, but without actually realizing that this astrologer got this information from a demon. That's right. There are many demon-possessed astrologers. And how do they become possessed? And how do they get these spirit guides? They do guided meditation or different other practices. That's how they get possessed, and that's how they get these demons or spirit guides to help them in their astrology practice. As you can see, there's extreme divination in astrology, and it's something that God does not approve of. Then you're going to have some who will say, "Yeah, well, there's astrology in the Bible." Yeah, it is in the Bible, being condemned by God. Because God gave the sun, the star, and the moons for signs and seasons, and to mark time, not for predicting one's future, and not for saying they can shape someone's personality. The stars, the sun, and the moon were created for God's glory. So, there you have it. Astrology should not be practiced at all. I hope today's video blessed you. If you have not already, please subscribe to this channel, share this video with a friend, and order a copy of Christian Sex Ed. All right, I'll see you next time. God bless you.